Well, I'm off to my remote audit.
You're not going dressed like that, are you, honey?
Of course not. There, how do I look?
Much better.
Well, gotta catch my flight. My flight of stairs. Oh my gosh. Oh, this traffic. It's terrible. I'm never gonna make the flight. Well, good morning. I hope you enjoyed my commute this morning. Just a little levity in the wake of the coronavirus and the reason for doing remote audits. I'm Randy Pittman, Business Unit Manager with NQA for Environmental Health and Safety. So I'd like to take a couple of minutes to explain what a remote audit is, but first I want to make sure that we put down a ground rule for any remote audit. You want to make sure that when you carve out the space to conduct your audit, it's free from any type of distraction. You know, you don't want...
Oh, yes, hello, come on in. No, we're not busy.
You don't, exactly. You don't want distractions like that interrupting the audit activity that's occurring. You know, we're all at home or, you know, remote. And so basically we just want to make sure that the conditions that you've put forth to conduct a remote audit are free from any distractions. I'd also like to take a minute and discuss expectations of the audit. Frankly, there shouldn't be anything much different than with an on-site audit, except for the use of technology. It's going to be really important that you work with your auditor in pre-planning prior to the scheduled audit to ensure that any technology that you've agreed upon is working effectively and that everybody knows how to use it, connects properly, etc. Along those lines is to make sure that all the personnel that need to be available during the audit according to the auditor schedule are going to be available, have access to whatever technology you've determined, and that they too understand how to use it and everything can be connected properly. Documentation, that's a concern for everybody in that there's some documentation clearly that you don't want to email to an auditor. That's fine. Frankly, we don't want confidential information in our possession. So screen sharing is probably the most normal method of going through documentation, and no different than being in a conference room. You'll go through and conduct the audit that way. The other is on-site visitation of different work areas. It's possible to do that with webcams or body cam or a laptop cam, you know, going along to the different stations, having interviews and seeing what needs to be seen. That's quite frankly appropriate and is a good way to conduct floor activities without having to just rely on interviews. So feel free to use that technology, but do understand that it's not going to be effective for all standards, and in some standards like safety standards, it's not allowed to look at processes or risk processes remotely. It does require on-site auditing to occur as well. So in those cases, there might be a second part of the audit that needs to be conducted. But other than that, I think the only other expectation is you're not going to have a really big travel expense submitted to you. So I think that's it for today. I really appreciate you spending a couple minutes with me, and I hope you enjoy your remote auditing. I'd also like to discuss expectations.
Stop, I booked the
Yeah,
chair.
Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Oh, liberty, bitty. Auditing, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your auditor or a customer service rep. That's it for now. Thanks so much.